Okay. Hi everyone. We will wait maybe like just 1 or 2 more minutes for a few more of your friends to come in. Could you also please maybe share the link in your class groups and to your friends as well, your classmates? Okay, so that at least when I start there are a few more people. Otherwise it's like a waste also. But well done to the three of you who are the first to come in. Well done for that. So I will tell to Madam Shafinas. Right, Riazul, Rima, and Sumona. All right, great. So we'll just maybe give them about 1 or 2 more minutes, and then I will start. So I'm gonna just pause the recording first. Turn on our record. All right. Okay. Now, let me try and see if I can turn on my camera. Anyway, thank you everyone so much for coming in. I am so glad and grateful that I get to see you. I think I can turn on my camera. It shouldn't be that bad. Okay, I'm gonna turn it on. If I start to lag, then you can just tell me if it is lagging, and then I will switch it off. Okay, I just want to at least
Okay, ma'am.
see you all for a bit. Yeah, okay, so today we're going to do we're actually continuing from where we stopped last time. Do you remember last time? For those who were here, we looked at reading strategies, right? And skimming and scanning and stuff like that. So enough about me talking. Today we're going to do some exercises, okay? And hopefully you can participate. Our class will be very short, so you can make this opportunity to practice. So it's like like really doing a practice. So before that, we're going to do also a listening exercise. Okay, so I also want to ask you before I play the show you the listening exercise, what is the weirdest mode of transportation that you have ever been on? Because our topic today is about transportation. So anyone has an experience about riding any form of transport, like a tricycle or anything, but where your transport is a weird one or something? Is there anyone with that experience, maybe, so far?
Sorry, wait, sorry, miss,
Hi.
I didn't get it.
But Fatima, right? Yeah,
Yes.
it's a transport. My question was, have you ever been on any weird mode of transportation, maybe?
No, actually.
No, not really. Okay.
No, I've been on all the normal transport till
Okay.
now.
No worries, no worries. So now you all can see my slide, right? I just want to ask you, do you recognize this item here? This kind
Is
of
this
weird,
something like hoverboard?
close to a hoverboard. Can anyone tell me what's the name of this mode of transport? Any guess? I'll give you a hint. It starts with an S. Yeah.
Uh,
There. It starts with an S. What do you think it is?
It won't be skateboard, but
Yeah, it's not a skateboard. Okay. So no one has an idea.
nope.
Okay.
I've seen this in movies, but I don't know the name.
Yeah. They people stand on it, right? You stand here with your 2 feet,
Yeah.
sort of balance. It's actually called a Segway. Not very
Ah,
that you can't go far in it. It's just maybe like to walk from a distance and stuff. All right. So it's okay. It's not that popular here either, but yeah, it's like a funny thing, right? So what we're going to do next here is actually a short listening exercise. Okay, I'm going to play an audio, and these are the questions that I need you to try and pay attention to, and look out for the answers. Maybe if you can write it down or anything, that would be good. Um, so you're gonna, when we're doing a listening task, always what we need to do is, where's my pen? Okay. Always look at the questions, and you need to skim through the questions and see what are your keywords, right? What are the keywords? So you've got what can happen to many foreigners in Kampala. So probably the listening text is going to be about a place in Kampala, and maybe something can happen to them. So it's something to do with the foreigners there. And then what is recommended for safety on a boda. So you can guess, since our topic is on transportation, probably a boda is some kind of weird transportation, maybe. Okay, and you need to think, you need to listen for the keyword on safety. Okay, and the question wants 2 details. So it might be a little challenging, but I think you can do it. So we'll try. Okay. Okay, we're gonna listen maybe to the first part of the audio so that you can maybe see what you can hear first. Okay, but yeah, let me first discard it. Okay, hold on. Let me play the audio. Oh, actually, I need to do it at the same time, right? Unit 4. Okay. Can you hear it if I am playing it from my
Miss,
yeah.
can you play it again?
Say skills. Can you hear this? Listen.
But not so clear, but it's kind of audible. But you cannot understand the words properly.
Yeah, okay, never mind. Okay, that's my bad. I think I will insert it here. Because like in Zoom, we are sharing hold on, let me see if I can insert it into here. Oh yeah, actually I can just share my screen. Yeah, actually, what was I thinking? Okay, if I share my screen, I think you can hear it. Share sound, and okay, let me just play it.
Been driving my boda for 15 years now.
Okay.
Unit 4, C, skills, listening.
Okay, is it clearer now with this setting?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it's clear.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, great.
Clear,
So
ma'am.
I'll mute myself, but you can tell me in the chat if there's if it lags. Okay.
Well, I've been driving my boda for 15 years now, and it has provided me and my family with a comfortable living. I'm a properly licensed driver and we get a lot of benefits. But in my town, Kampala, there are so many drivers who are not licensed, and they are a real danger both to themselves and everyone else. So many foreigners have accidents here as they think it's great fun to rush around on a boda, and I just can't believe they go for any driver. often unfortunately with unexpected consequences. It's just not worth it. Pay a shilling or more extra and get a trained driver and wear a helmet which fits properly. But I love my life as a boda boda driver.
I think he has already talked about the first two parts here.
Yeah.
What did you catch about what can happen to foreigners in
Well, foreigners have accident while riding boda boda, I guess.
Ma'am, I
Okay.
have a question, please.
Yeah, very good. They can
Ma'am, what is
get into
Ma'am,
accident.
ma'am,
Maggie,
what
can you
is
play
the
twice?
Boda Boda?
Sorry? A few-
What is a Boda Boda? What is
Yeah, okay, good question, right? So now you're trying to figure it out. So it's a surprise. I will show you a picture of it afterwards. I'll show you a picture afterwards, okay? So it's a kind of transport, but I sometimes we don't need to know exactly what it is. We need to try and guess and have an idea what they are actually talking about. So this is like a foreign country, and a boda boda is a local kind of transportation in that foreign place. So I think you got the first one right. What can happen to foreigners is accidents. And what about the second one? There were two safety
Uh,
tips.
Yes, I couldn't hear the first one, but the second one was wear a helmet.
Okay, good. A second one was wear a helmet. All right. So I'm going to play it again and see if you can catch the second one, the first one. Okay. Let's go in
Okay.
front of it.
Unit 4. C. Skills. Listening. Well, I've been driving my boda boda for 15 years now, and it has provided me and my family with a comfortable living. I'm a properly licensed driver and we get a lot of benefits. But in my town, Kampala, there are so many drivers who are not licensed, and they are a real danger both to themselves and everyone else. So many foreigners have accidents here as they think it's great fun to rush around on a boda boda, and I just can't believe they go for any driver, often unfortunately with unexpected consequences. It's just not worth it. Pay a shilling or more extra and get a trained driver and wear a helmet which fits properly. But I love my life as a boda.
Okay. So actually, what was his advice before he said wear a helmet that fits properly?
Ma'am,
Get a
drive
trained
for
driver.
15 years.
Yeah, okay. He did say get a trained driver because a lot of the drivers are not
License.
licensed. Yeah. So you want to know what is a boda boda? Yeah, I think I'm sharing my screen. I can just open. Okay, hold on. Let me open my my browser. I'll show you what a boda boda is. It's actually just like motorbikes, but they sort of pile people up. Hold on, my browser is just taking some time. Okay. It's actually like a kind of motorbike. Yeah, okay. I think my browser is taking forever. It's okay. I will open it later while it's coming. All right, hold on. Okay, never mind. I'll open the browser afterwards. Okay, now the next part is actually why did the narrator hold on to the driver, right? So the narrator is referring to the man who's telling his story. Okay, so we're gonna look at this part as in why he held on to the driver, and then where. So this is another one, is actually where were the mother and her baby being taken. So this is like another part of the story. He must have been talking about an experience that he had. Okay. let me show you what is a Boda Boda first. Boda. It's just like this actually. It's actually like a motorbike. But I guess they pile things up and it's actually kind of dangerous. I feel it's just one kind of motorbike. I'm not really a tech, I'm not really an expert, or automobile expert. But it seems like it's just a kind of motorbike, which maybe the culture is that they carry a lot of people and things in it. So they call it a Boda Boda. Can you all see this screen? You can see,
Yes,
right?
miss.
Because I think I'm sharing the whole screen. Yeah, okay. So actually that's what the Boda Boda is. It's just like a motorbike thingy. Okay, I'm gonna play the second part where he talks.
Boda Boda driver, as it's so free, and I've got to know my city so well. The smells, the type of people in each area, the best roads, all in a day's work.
I came to Uganda for work and had my first Boda Boda experience from the airport, where I was taken to my hotel along with my 25-kilo suitcase on the back of my friend's Boda Boda. Well, he became my friend after that nail-biting experience, as I kept throwing my arms around him because I was so frightened. We wove in and out of traffic, people, animals, other Boda Bodas. On my bike, 1 passenger and a suitcase. On other bikes, 4 passengers. Huge bales of hay. One man sitting with a goat across his knee. Another with a woman balancing 2 young children and a pair of chickens. Once, I even saw a tiny newborn baby and its mother being taken from the hospital to their home. Can you imagine what could have happened? I dread to think about it.
Okay, so this is actually for B, it's actually another person talking. And this time the person is a tourist. The first person, the first man was a driver, but the second person is actually a tourist and he's telling his first experience going on a Boda Boda, right? So what do you think? Do you think in the first round of listening, did you catch the answer?
He said that he was frightened. That's why he used to throw around his arms, throw his arms around the driver, and he had
Okay.
25-kilo suitcase behind him.
Okay. Yeah, you can say he was frightened. All right. We can say frightened, or he could say he was scared. Because the drive was quite scary, right? It's
Yeah,
dangerous. You saw the pictures just now, right? It's like they are on a
yeah.
motorcycle, but like a lot of them are on it, or actually I think it's just a motorcycle. I think in Asia we have that a lot. Okay, so what
Yeah.
about the second one about the mother and her baby? Did you guys catch
They
that?
were being taken to home from the hospital, or was being taken to the hospital.
Okay, it's something to do with the hospital.
Hospital.
Yes, you're close.
Yes.
What do you think was happening?
I think it was after a baby birth. She was going back to her home from the hospital.
Yeah, it's like she gave birth to the baby and they were leaving the hospital, right?
Mhm.
I think so, yeah. Okay, we can play it again. Let me play it one more time so the others can also confirm that. I'm gonna put it behind.
People, animals, other. I came to Uganda for work and had my first Boda Boda experience from the airport, where I was taken to my hotel along with my 25-kilo suitcase on the back of my friend's Boda Boda. Well, he became my friend after that nail-biting experience, as I kept throwing my arms around him because I was so frightened. We wove in and out of traffic, people, animals, other Boda Bodas. On my bike, 1 passenger and a suitcase. On other bikes, 4 passengers. Huge bales of hay. One man sitting with a goat across his knee. Another with a woman balancing 2 young children and a pair of chickens. Once, I even saw a tiny newborn baby and its mother being taken from the hospital to their home.
Right. So not bad. You got it. Right. They were taken from the hospital, right? So it's like the baby was just born, and basically they were taken from the hospital to their home. That means they were going home. And I think the man who was telling the story, he's having a culture shock because it's a newborn baby, and to go on a motorcycle, the boda boda, it's like so dangerous. I mean, the baby can't wear a helmet, right? So it's like quite dangerous. So he's having a culture shock there. Okay, so anyone's been on a scary transport, something dangerous like this before? Maybe when
I
you
think riding motorbike is very scary for me. I've rode it for once, and it was a very scary experience for me. And then after that, I never got onto a motorbike ever again.
Okay, I understand. I did try to learn how to ride one, but I was too short, and I couldn't stand in one, I couldn't stand sitting. What do you call it? So I fell off.
Yeah.
The moment I stopped, I actually fell off because I couldn't balance it because I was too short. But yes, I understand how that feels. Okay, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this, so later I'll upload the answers. It will all be in the screenshots. Okay, let's move on to one more part here. I'm gonna clear this, yeah. Okay. Now, here we've got a few more questions. There are 2 more people we're going to listen to. One is this one. Why did the narrator ride with Dennis? So this is a different story. See, it's a different story again. But why did he choose to ride with this person called Dennis? And where did they go on day 3? That means on the 3rd day. Where did they go? Okay, we're gonna pay attention to hear them out first. Okay, so I'm gonna play this. Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine what could have happened? I dread to think about it.
I had a couple of days in Kampala, and the hotel recommended that I should ride with Dennis because he was the best person to help me get to know the city. He was brilliant, and I had no idea that Kampala was such an interesting and vast place. Dennis took me to all the best parts and told me so much about the history and the people who live in Kampala. I couldn't have learnt more in a better way than I did in those 3 days. There were 6 of us in total travelling together, and we just let Dennis and his 5 colleagues decide on our agenda and what and where we would go each day. On day 1, we covered some of the main sites, including the Uganda Museum, which told us all about the country's history from the Stone Age until today. We went to the Lubiri Palace on day 2, an amazing place with plenty of history. On the 3rd day, we left the city to see the countryside, which was truly beautiful. Thank you, Dennis. You gave us a great time.
Okay, nice. So what do you think? Did you catch what day 3 was? Where did they go?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, thank you so much, sweetheart. Actually, the others, you can also type your answers in the chat also, you know. So what was the place? What was the place? Country?
Kampala.
Yes, good. She went to Kampala for the whole trip, but specifically for day 3, what was the place?
Can I answer, or I'm not allowed to answer?
Oh no, you can. You
Okay,
can. No worries.
Okay, they left the city to see the countryside.
Okay, good. So where did they go? You can just say to the countryside, right? So where are most of all of you from? Are you all from Dhaka city itself, or are you from outside of the city?
I'm from Dhaka. Most of them are from Dhaka, I guess.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
All right. So okay. So did you catch the first one? Why did the narrator ride with Dennis?
Because he was the best person to go with.
Okay, why do you think she said Dennis was the best?
Because he knew the place very well, so he could give them a proper tour.
Yes, yes, very good. That was the reason actually. So you could say Dennis knew knew the place well. So yeah, so he could give them a proper tour of, yeah, okay. So yeah, so that's why she chose him, because at least on top of driving you around, it's nice to have your taxi driver also give you a tour of the place one shot, right? Okay. All right, okay, I see more people in now. We've only got about 7 minutes left, so it's okay. We'll do the last question here for this listening exercise. So in this last question, we're looking at, where's my mouse? Okay, how did the narrator feel? So this is another story, another person's experience. How did he or she feel when, okay, she began working, and so it's about how she felt, and the second one is what does she need to be careful of when driving. And they ask you for three items, or three things that you need to look for. Okay, so we'll listen to this last bit.
I live and work in rural Uganda as a nurse, and I'm like an ambulance on two wheels. We take people, especially pregnant mothers, from their homes to the local hospital. When I first started my job, what surprised me more than anything was how much trust people put in you. The patient and their families depend totally on you to get the sick person to the hospital on time. The pressure is constantly nagging me as I'm driving quickly, but not too quickly, avoiding all the potholes in the roads, the animals and the children that keep running across your path, the deep puddles from the night's rainfall, and so many other obstacles that can make the journey both for myself and for my passenger an extremely stressful one. But the feeling of elation when we arrive safely and I've delivered the patient to the doctors and nurses is amazing. I know that I've just done a good job.
Unit 4.
Okay, that's it. So did you catch how was she feeling?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, good. Novara, you want to go first? You want to try first?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. The nurse, actually, she was working as a nurse or a driver at the ambulance. So she feels so pressure because patient must be go hospital in time, and people so much trust her because she's the one way to go to the hospital. So she really wants to them the best service. So
Okay, good.
she
So you want to
thank
say
you.
pressure, maybe?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay,
He
we can
feels
say
so
that.
pressure.
All right. Anyone else? Fatima, you have anything?
Yeah, she was surprised how much trust people put in her.
What would we say for that? What was the word you used just now?
She was surprised of like
Ah,
seeing how much people trusts her with people's lives.
wow. Okay. Surprised with how much people trusted her. Okay. With their lives. All right. Okay, that's interesting. Any other answers? Any other responses? I think I'll put this down. This is a very long. Oh, I can't fit it anywhere. I'll put this down here, lah. Okay. Um. Okay, this is for one. All right. What about number two? Did you catch the three things?
Only two. I was able to catch only two things.
Yeah. What were they? Yeah.
Puddles due to the late night road and kids running across, so it was hard for her to drive.
Puddles and what?
Kids running across in front of the, yes,
Yeah.
there were kids running,
Okay.
so she had to be safe while driving.
All right. And there's one more, right? So that's anyone? Did anyone catch one more?
She had to avoid
Animals on the road.
Animals. Yes, yes. Animals on the road also. Okay, good. Did anyone else hear anything else? Okay, good. Okay, good job, you guys. Not bad. You know what? I'm so impressed. You guys actually heard, like, you got all the answers within the first listening. Like, I was assuming I'd have to play this a few more times. Okay, so I'm gonna save this as they'll be screenshotted. Don't worry, and later I'll put up the recordings. Actually, our time is like very short, but that's okay. Actually, it's been quite productive. We have done one whole listening practice today. So well done. You should give yourselves a hand. Next time we'll actually move on. The next class that I see you next week, I'll go into reading. So this section will be actually a reading part, which I will do next time. All right, but it's also about transport. So today it was mainly on listening, and next time we'll have it on the part comprehension. So I thank you so much. Actually, we're just down to like the last minute. Anything else you all want to say or comment before we end our session? I'm just going to take
No,
a
miss.
no. Okay, I'm just going to take a screenshot of everyone just for our attendance. And yeah, okay, well done, you guys. I'm so proud of you today. Thank you very much. And I'll see you next
Thank
week.
you, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Bye. I'll see you next week then.
Bye.
All right,
Bye,
bye-bye.
ma'am.
Good night.
Bye, ma'am.
All right, bye.
Bye, ma'am.
All right, bye-bye.
Good night. Bye, ma'am.
Ma'am, sweet dreams.
Okay, thank you.
Good night.